Redditors with toddlers, what's the most recent illogical breakdown they've had? Out doing a little bit of shopping with my 3-year-old. I'm just merrily pushing the cart along when she suddenly stops at the start of the next aisle and starts screaming bloody murder. Being the ever-concerned father, I all but trip over myself to get to her. Baby girl, what's wrong? Are you okay? I'm crying. Why are you crying? Did you step on something? No, I'm scared. Why are you scared? Because I'm crying. And this went on for about 5 minutes. And then she just stopped, smiled, and said okay, let's go. We finished shopping without incident, and I still can't figure out what happened. I'm leaning towards aliens. My son is now 4, but a couple years ago I took him camping. We were taking a hike and he just started pointing at something and screaming his head off. It was a pine cone. He was terrified of it. Then every other one he saw, he would flip out. I took him camping again last year and he is over it. When my daughter was 3, we went to a restaurant. She got pissed that my hamburger had an egg on it, and she didn't want to eat it. I hadn't even offered it to her. She wouldn't even touch her own food. She did not calm down until I finished it. One threw a fit because the other flushed her own pee down the toilet. Then a fight broke out over whose pee it really was and who should have flushed it. He felt bad because he couldn't marry my cat. We asked why and he said because she can't dance and she would get stepped on. He was really upset. Username checks out. We were trying to teach him to be polite. He asked for a snack, so we delivered the classic "what's the magic word?" Cue a full-scale meltdown over the fact he misheard us and we couldn't provide a magic bird. When my 3-year-old is mad, she tells us, "I'm never coming to your birthday party." She just had one and it was awesome, so she figures it must be a good way to get us back in line. This must currently be the sickest burn at preschool because the last few weeks whenever we do something that annoys him we get "you're not invited to my birthday." Mum asked who was gonna pay for it since we weren't invited and he immediately named a school friend, so it's nice to know he has generous pals. I pulled her chair out to enable her to get up to the table. Too far. Then she pulled off her own socks during her tantrum. Tantrum 2 ensues, because my socks. My son tried to sneak a piece of chocolate and got busted and just screamed that was not part of my plan. Every time it's bath time my 3-year-old cries and screams that the water is too hot and she wants it cold. This starts as soon as she goes in the bathroom and before she even touches the water. After about 2 months of her crying about the water being too hot, I finally gave her a cool bath and within 30 seconds of her being in the tube she said, "Well, maybe I want a little warm water." No complaints since about her water being too hot. Haha, I did this with my toddler too. "Mummy, I don't want hot water, just cold." "Fine, bud, you got it. In ya go." "Mummy, maybe I want warm water." Ha, same. I felt bad but I knew it would teach her what it actually meant. The best, most effective lessons are ones you learn yourself, the hard way. I've made a terrible mistake. One of my friend's kids had a full-on meltdown because she hadn't eaten her ice cream yet. Not that she couldn't eat it. She could. It was right in front of her, it was her dessert. But the fact that she had to go through the process of eating the ice cream in order to get the end point of having eaten the ice cream and being happy seemed intolerable to her. Watching little humans come to grips with cause and effect is mind-blowing. My 2-year-old son has been eating only his pink-colored Play-Doh. He doesn't put any other foreign objects in his mouth. I had to hide from his set every shade of red because he learned mixing white will make pink. It's been a full blowout every morning with him asking for red Play-Doh. He's going figure out that he can color white with red magic markers. I was missing some crayons from my kid's coloring box. Found out what happened to them when I changed my son's nappy and he had produced a perfectly formed red and black striped turd. Congratulations, you have a future Marine. This is my crayon. This is my gun. This is for eating. This is for fun. With my son, everything is no. Want to go to bed? No. Want to eat a snack? No. Want to play with your trucks? No. So, bit of a fight to get him to do anything without intervention. It got to be so bad he'd say no to his own suggestion. Play trucks. Okay, let's play trucks. No. But you said play trucks. Yeah. Okay, let's play. No. Buddy, it was your idea. No. On and on it went. For an hour. Found my wife in the kitchen absolutely dying trying to keep it together. Edit. We do try the thing where we give him options, but it's still a lot of no's. He's either smarter than that trick or is just brute forcing his way past it. It's a phase most toddlers go through. We called our youngest little no for a while. They say it's important for development, but I found it hard not to laugh. My mom, being a Bond fan, went with Dr. No for a sibling. This morning, because I will not agree to paint our house purple. Last week, because she has a middle name. Edit. My wife just told me that during tonight's bedtime routine our daughter asked whether our dog has a middle name. My wife told her that she wasn't sure and that my daughter should ask me in the morning. Not sure what my answer should be. My best option may be to distract her by painting the house purple. Edit. Asked my daughter to guess the dog's middle name, and can you believe it, she got it on her first try. Our dog's middle name is T-Rex. I am now seriously considering paint our front door purple. I mean, why not? There must be some type of purple that parent and child will like. My nephew is 4. His latest thing has been his pooping corner. He has been potty trained for a while now, like 1.5 years. He has decided that he doesn't like the bathroom anymore for pooping. But peeing is fine. I don't know, kids are silly. He will go into the hallway and will poop there. He will squat down and just start pooping. But if you walk in on him pooping or watch him from the living room, he will hold out his hand to block you from seeing him. This doesn't really work when you're 20 feet away. If you watch him, he will throw himself on the ground and start crying while pooping. He will only do that at home. He has not problem using the bathroom anywhere else. I think it's the most toddler thing ever and cried the first time I saw it. My sister doesn't find it funny and is beside herself with what to do. Crying because her sister stole her air. As someone with a sister, I get it. My sister's toddler had a full-on meltdown because his pasta was taking too long to cook. When it was done, he didn't want it. Also, he took a dump under their bed that day. Because Dora the Explorer says Cinco with an S sound and my Spanish friend told her that in Spain it's Cinco with a Th. Given the onslaught of screaming, rolling around the floor and repeatedly shouting no it's Cinco, I presume that Dora's word is law and cultural differences mean shit all in her little 3-year-old world. That poor friend, hahaha. Oh nice, I love your learning Spanish. Where I am from we pronounce Cinco with a th sound. No please, no stop, no, oh god please. Cinco.